There have been a couple of surprising developments in my shipping career or equipment trader career as of recently. First off, a couple of people reached out asking me to help them sell their trucks, and 2 trucks and 1 trailer. And I have a little database of carriers, right, that I work with. And of course I have Kijiji, I have Facebook, and I'm at home with all my computers while these guys are driving, right? And so it's kind of interesting. And I didn't even ask for any money, but these gentlemen were kind enough to offer me a small commission. So if you do have some kind of equipment or a truck or a trailer that you need help selling, let me know. I'm the guy. Because without too much pride, I can say that the first gentleman asked me to help him sell a truck and trailer. It was a 2021 Peterbilt 389 and a 55-ton Fontaine. I found him a buyer from Canada for the Fontaine trailer. And so now we're just waiting the payment. The guy is sending the money directly to the bank, holding the note, and then he's sending the payment to the owner. And then I should have a couple of bucks for the assistance, like a marketing assistance. And then this other gentleman is trying to sell 2016 International 9900 with many new parts. I'll just post a description of pictures at the end of this video, but this is something I really enjoy doing, basically trading or helping to sell equipment. And speaking of equipment, my forklift is still in Cambridge, Ontario. So the first guy who was really interested offered me less than what I already spent on it. And he kind of like did a test drive and inspection, and he did not like that the engine was running a bit hot, and there was some issue with the throttle, and there was no brakes. And I did tell him that brakes needed adjustment, but now we all are open and honest, and I told him, please put the machine back, because I assumed he was not interested in buying it. I said, please put the machine back in my spot that I'm paying for, where you found it. And because I have a guy offering me 2,000 Canadian more than what this guy is offering. But this guy, second guy, I texted him yesterday, I think. Yeah, I said, so what are we doing? Are you still interested? And the guy says, yeah, I'm sending you a deposit. We agreed like 25%. Deposit in 1 hour. That's what he said. I'm sending you the 25% deposit in 1 hour, because the plan was he sends me this. We agreed on like 7,000 Canadian. That's it. And so he wanted to send me 1,400, and then I overnight him the keys for the machine. Once he get the keys, he sends me another 25% to make it 50, right? And all he wanted to do was to make sure that the machine starts. He says, that's all I want. And then he's gonna bring his own truck, so I don't have to fly over there. But the guy says, yeah, I'm sending the money in 1 hour, and he disappears, right? And then there was another guy who offered me 5,500 Canadian. And I said, hey, I have this first guy that wants to test drive it. I said, I'll let you know if he passes on it. And this guy says, so wait, so if he decides not to buy, that means that there's something wrong with it, right? And I said, well, not necessarily. Like, we had some communication issues because he refuses to use my cell phone. Like, I sent him my cell phone number like 20 times, like, honestly. I said, could you please text me or call me? Like, why are we using this Facebook stupid messenger, Because he was not responding. And so I think yesterday this buy number 1 again keeps messaging me on Facebook, ignoring my request to use my cell phone, because I'm guessing he doesn't want to show his cell number. Like, what the? And he says, yeah, the hydraulic system is okay, And I know there's no leaks. The hydraulic system, that's the most expensive one. But he says, but the throttle is a bit off, basically needs adjusting, and there's no brakes, and it idles a bit hot, like high, the idle is a bit higher. And I said, okay, please put it back where you found it, right? And so I emailed this potential buyer number 2. Hold on one second. Dratchev. I'm recording a video right now. Can we talk later? Okay, I'll call you back. Okay. That's my boss. We were just adding a new customer to the TMS, to the system. More about that in a second, because that's an interesting change in my freight brokerage strategy. And so the second guy, I text him, I'm not trying to hide anything. I said, okay, this is what guy number 1 found. Are you still interested? The guy ignores my texts and my calls, so basically disappears, right? That first Indian guy that offered 7K disappears. And then surprisingly, guy number 1 comes back, and he uses some very cool slang. He says, if your buyer flakes, let me know. If your buyer flakes, let me know. I had to look it up in my dictionary. Flakes, like stands you up, basically misses the appointment. Like, very cool expression. Flakes. If your customer flakes you, let me know. So yeah, I sent him a message back. I said, hey, it's still available. I said, after I send what you found to this guy trying to be open, he disappeared and he ignores my communication efforts. And this guy says, and I told him, I said, hey, that running like that high idle, I said, I'm pretty sure it's because of the filters, because like they put the year number on all filters, like 2017 for some reason. I don't know, why would they keep 5-year-old filters in there? So basically this machine has very old fuel, oil, and air filters. And I said that I think that's probably the problem. I said the only real serious issue with this machine is the brakes. But to my surprise, this guy answers me and he says basically that he doesn't care about the brakes, because I'm guessing all forklifts have this, but he says I just need to figure out why it idles so high. I might bring a mechanic, come and take a loom. I'm guessing he meant look. So I said, okay, boom, boom. So, okay, so we're waiting for that. So I still don't want to do the auction. I can take it back to the auction, the same auction where I bought it, but then there'll be an auction fee, and I would have to pay for transportation and probably a wrecker to get it out of the sand. So yeah, I'm not doing that. But I was also thinking of maybe scheduling one day sometime in July to, for viewing. Like, let's say July, I don't know, 3rd and 4th or something. Wait a second, I was looking here at something. Yeah, July 3rd is Monday, July 4th is Tuesday, and then I'm gonna be busy 11th and 13th in Calgary because I'm doing a photo shoot. I think I mentioned this before. I found some part-time, gig as a photographer, believe it or not. And so July 11th and 13th, I'm shooting some, event, kind of like a corporate event where they just want pictures with no editing. Beautiful, so that really something I would enjoy doing as a side hustle. And also yesterday and today I've been working on a quote, but this was kind of like, at first I thought I don't really want to do it because it's not heavy equipment. You know how I always say, I'm a freight agent specializing in heavy equipment and machinery, but the truth is that there's not that many loads like that, right? And so this gentleman reaches out and he used my personal email address. So I'm thinking he found me through YouTube, you know. But he has a couple of flatbed loads. Just it's equipment, but it's crated equipment on flatbed trailers that needs to be tarped, going from US to Canada in the next couple of weeks. And he was asking me for, you know, rates and availability. So yesterday and today I was working trying to find a good rate, and I was successful. I found a good carrier, and of course each time I get a carrier I check them on our system, on our TMS, to make sure that they're approved in terms of risk management and that their safety score is okay. And so yeah, and this guy liked my rate, so I might be shipping this. There's three flatbed loads with the same identical crated equipment. Just, you know, 25,000 pounds each, but it's 3 trailers, you know. So from US to Canada, and that's why my phone rang, because my boss was calling me. I set up the account for this potential customer. I set up the account on our TMS, Transportation Management Software, and my boss was giving me a couple of tips, you know, how to do this, how to do that. And now he called me, he says, if your TMS is still open, you know, I said, hold on, I'm recording a video. But we're gonna call it Shipping News. That's another change. We're gonna change from CSN, Captain Sergei News. A while back I remember watching a very cool movie with some very nice actors. It was called Shipping News. It's based on the book by the same name, where the guy had to leave, I don't remember where he lived in the States, but he had to leave and relocate to Newfoundland, Canada. And he was like a typesetter before, you know, just like a factory guy, but working at a newspaper. But, you know, he had nothing to do with the creative side. He was just, you know, dealing with the machines. And now he shows up there in Newfoundland, and to his surprise, they're saying, well, we don't need any more machinists, but what we do need is people that can write a story. And so this guy becomes a writer for this newspaper called Shipping News. And it was a very interesting movie, you know. Like the nature over there, it's like so stark and crazy. And he buys a boat, he almost dies because he bought like a super inferior boat. Anyway, check it out. Shipping News, a very nice video, movie. And now for the final chapter of this. So I'm still studying my accordion. This is what I'm playing now. Here you go. Thanks for watching. So, я пытался же там продавать этот аккордеон, yeah? I was trying to sell it. And I did not play for a couple of months. Я не играл пару месяцев. И I decided to go over the lessons once again, starting from lesson 1. И, короче, я заново начал все уроки. Вот сегодня, блин, у меня тут стул неудобный. The chair is not very comfortable, but сегодня я учу. И, кстати, дается легко. It's coming back. So very interesting. So this is Три танкиста, 3 tank crew, or probably in English just tank crew. But it sounds with the full 5 reeds, the master switch, sounds amazing.